What's the most unusual contraband found during inspection? I was conducting random barracks inspections when I opened Private Jackson's wall locker and found what looked like a miniature greenhouse, complete with grow lights, humidity control, and a tiny irrigation system. My first thought was marijuana, classic contraband, but as I looked closer, I realized these weren't drug plants. They were tomatoes, cherry tomatoes to be exact, perfectly healthy ones. Jackson walked in mid-inspection, saw me staring at his agricultural operation, and immediately started explaining. "Sergeant, I can explain everything, it's not what you think. What I think is that you've built a farm in your wall locker, Private. Care to enlighten me?" Turns out Jackson was from rural Iowa. Family had been farmers for generations. He was homesick, missing harvest season, and the dining facility food was making him miserable, so he decided to grow his own vegetables. Started small with a few seeds from home, built the setup using parts ordered online, LED lights powered by a battery pack he'd modified from old electronics, rigged a drip irrigation system using medical tubing from the aid station. "I've been sharing the tomatoes with my squad," he said. "Everyone loves them. Fresh vegetables are hard to come by here." I should have written him up immediately. Unauthorized electrical modifications, misuse of military facilities, probably a dozen safety violations. But something made me pause. The kid had engineering skills I'd never seen. His setup was more sophisticated than most professional greenhouses. Temperature controlled, pH balanced, even a small fan for air circulation. "How long has this been running?" I asked. "3 months, Sergeant. I've harvested about 50 tomatoes so far, planning to expand to lettuce next month." That's when I noticed other things in his locker. Detailed journals tracking plant growth, sketches of improved irrigation designs, even a business plan for post-military farming operations. Jackson wasn't just growing tomatoes. He was studying agriculture, teaching himself hydroponic farming, preparing for his future after service. This wasn't contraband, it was education. I made a decision that probably violated every regulation in the book. "Private, you've got two choices. Tear this down immediately or show me how to build one for the company commander." His eyes lit up. "You want me to teach this, Sergeant?" Within a month, Jackson was running an official morale program, set up growing stations throughout the barracks. Soldiers could grow their own vegetables, herbs, even flowers to send home. The company commander loved it. Improved nutrition, boosted morale, gave soldiers a productive hobby. Jackson got promoted ahead of his peers. But the real surprise came during our next deployment. Jackson's agricultural knowledge proved invaluable overseas. He helped local farmers improve their crop yields, built irrigation systems in remote villages, even identified diseased plants threatening food supplies. Those farming skills earned more goodwill than any combat operation. Villages that had been hostile started cooperating. Jackson's tomato expertise opened doors that weapons couldn't. The kid who'd been growing contraband vegetables became our most effective community liaison. Won hearts and minds, one harvest at a time. After deployment, Jackson used his GI Bill to study agricultural engineering, got his degree, returned to Iowa, now runs a successful organic farm, supplies vegetables to 3 counties. He still sends me tomatoes every harvest season. Best ones I've ever tasted, along with photos of the solar-powered greenhouse he built using techniques he learned in the barracks. Sometimes what looks like rule-breaking is actually innovation. Jackson taught me that good leadership means recognizing potential, not just enforcing regulations. That wall locker greenhouse was the most unusual contraband I ever found, also the most useful. It grew more than tomatoes. It grew a soldier's future, and mine too.